My dearest, I've come to inform you how this chapter of your life will end. The conclusion, which announces triumph over your life, has already been written in my book. You won't be able to express what I have in store for you. Everyone who observes the impending breakthrough will know without a doubt that only I could have arranged this kind of metamorphosis, because it will be so comprehensive, so indisputable, and so completely soaked with my fingerprints. What began with tears running down your cheeks in the middle of the night will end with happiness spilling from a restored heart. What began with uncertainty, fear, and the oppressive weight of situations that seemed too much to handle will end in victory that is so complete, so indisputable, and so completely imprinted with my fingerprints that everyone who sees it will know without a doubt that only I could have planned this kind of turnaround. You've been going through a season that has put you to the test in unexpected ways. You had no idea how much pressure this chapter of your life would put on you. The depth of the refining process was beyond your comprehension. You had no idea how many tears you would shed, how many restless nights you would have, and how many times you would doubt your ability to move forward at all. You were asked to do more this season than you anticipated. It required a degree of faith that seemed unachievable. It needed you to maintain your faith in the face of overwhelming evidence that it was the most idiotic thing you could do. Still, you did it. Even though it would have been far simpler to give up, you persisted. When it seemed like your prayers were vanishing into thin air, you continued to pray. You continued to have faith in me despite the fact that from what you could see with your own eyes, trust made no sense at all. And no matter how bad things got, your tenacity and unwavering refusal to let go of me have set you up for a breakthrough that will shatter every restriction the enemy attempted to place on your life. Allow me to explain what has actually been going on this season. You believed that your only goal was to survive. You thought you were just putting up with hardship, clenching your teeth and waiting for things to improve. But you didn't comprehend how much more important I was accomplishing. I was getting you ready. Preparing you to be the kind of person who can manage a blessing without being devastated by it, rather than just getting ready to receive one. By burning away the aspects of your character that would have crumbled under the weight of what I am about to offer you, I was purifying you rather than punishing you. Instead of relieving the burden, I was strengthening you by teaching you how to remain composed under duress, how to stay still when everything is trembling around you. How do you focus on me when there are 1,000 things vying for your attention? Every conflict you engaged in during this season prepared you for future conflicts. Every tear you shed was sowing the seeds of happiness that will soon blossom in your life. You were developing the spiritual strength you would need for the upcoming assignments every time you felt like you couldn't go any further, but managed to find the strength to go one more step. It wasn't a random season. It wasn't pointless pain. It was a calculated move by a father who loves you too much to push you into a position for which you are unprepared. Consider the steps a diamond must go through to become the valuable stone that people cherish. The carbon that will someday turn into a diamond begins far below the Earth's surface. Prolonged exposure to crushing pressure and extreme heat. That carbon would tell you that the experience is intolerable if you could speak with it in the middle of the procedure. It would explain the weight bearing down from all sides. It feels like everything will be consumed by the heat, the seemingly endless blackness. In the middle of the process, however, the carbon cannot see what is being formed. Ordinary carbon is being transformed into something amazing by the same pressure that seems to be destroying it. In reality, the seemingly harsh heat is required. In reality, the oppressive darkness is the setting in which brightness is created. You've gone through it. You were under actual strain. It was really hot. The gloom was oppressive. I wasn't torturing you, though. I was changing you. I was transforming your life's raw material into something that embodies my majesty. I was giving you a strength that would never come from fleeting seasons. I was developing in you a personality that could never be produced by simple circumstances. Comfortable times could never foster the depth of faith I was instilling in you. And now that the season is coming to an end, the change is over. You have changed since you started this challenging phase of your life. You have undergone a profound transformation. You've been polished. It has strengthened you. You've been ready, and you're prepared for the next step. Victory is the next step, not the sort of win that just about makes it. It's the kind where you barely make it across the finish line with nothing left, rather than winning. I'm referring to total victory, overwhelming success, the kind of breakthrough that is so complete, so in-depth, and so far beyond your expectations that you will be moved to tears of worship when it materializes, because you will know without a doubt that only I could have accomplished this. There have been times when you have prayed repeatedly. You have made some demands before my throne so frequently that you have questioned whether I am sick of hearing about them. I'll answer your question with complete clarity right now. Your voice never gets old to me. I always welcome you with joy, regardless of how many times you have previously come to me with the same request. I pay close attention as I listen. With the heart of a parent who takes pleasure in providing his kids with thoughtful presents, I take your request into consideration. You've been praying, and your requests have been heard. They haven't vanished into thin air. All of them have made it to my throne. All of the petitions have been considered. All of the requests have been noted. The time for answers has finally arrived. Behind the scenes of your life, I have been attending to your requests. I was shifting parts into place while you slept. I was setting up divine appointments as you went about your everyday business. I was winning wars on your behalf in the invisible realm while you were engaged in combat in the visible realm. I have been reshaping situations, influencing people's emotions, removing barriers, opening doors, and directing resources toward you. Everything has been taking place in dimensions that are invisible to the naked eye. However, what has been occurring in the spiritual world will soon make its way into the physical world. On earth, what has been true in heaven is going to come to pass. Your everyday experience is soon to reveal what I have determined in the invisible. Your prayers have been heard, not disregarded or rejected. In ways you are not yet aware of, some of them have already been addressed. The solution has not yet reached your door, but it is moving in your direction. Some are being addressed at this exact moment. Even as you read these lines, things are changing in the backdrop of your life. Doors are opening, parts are softening, resources are being released, barriers are being lifted, and some prayers are going to be answered in a way that is so dramatic and indisputable that neither you nor anyone else will doubt that I am the one who accomplished it. Some of the responses have been purposefully delayed. I was waiting for the ideal opportunity, not because I was ignoring you. The time when I would be most proud of my response. The time when you would receive the greatest reward for your faith. When everyone viewing your life would be most affected by your testimony. This is the time. The season is changing. The delayed item will soon be delivered. The withholding is about to be made public. In front of your eyes, something that has looked unattainable is going to come true. And you'll know why it took so long when it finally happens and you see what you've been believing for come to pass. You'll realize that you wouldn't have been prepared for it if it had arrived earlier. You will discover that the timing was flawless, designed by a God who sees the finish from the beginning and knows precisely when to bestow each blessing so that it fulfills your life's greatest purpose. I need you to comprehend the nature of the seasons. Every season has a function. There are planting seasons when you sow seeds but don't see results right away. There are growing seasons when things are happening below the surface that are invisible to the naked eye. During certain growing seasons, you must tend to, water, and safeguard the plants that have been planted. Then there are harvest seasons, when all of the hard work and nurturing culminates in fruit that you may harvest and savor. Many of my kids make the error of anticipating the planting and harvest seasons. They quickly begin searching for fruit after sowing seeds. When people don't see results right away, they assume that I didn't keep my word, the ground wasn't right, or the seed wasn't good. However, that is not how it operates. There is a waiting period before harvest. After a growing season, fruit arrives. After a period of time, results become apparent. You've been going through the process season. Through your prayers, you sowed seeds. You wiped away your tears. Even if compliance was expensive, you made an investment via it. Additionally, all of that investing, sowing and planting has been going on behind the scenes. The roots have been spreading. Strength has been growing. Fruit has been developing. The harvest season has here. You are going to receive in joy what you sowed in suffering. You are going to assemble with cries of joy to celebrate what you sowed in sorrow. What you have put into your faith is about to become a reality. The adversary attempted to persuade you that your time was being wasted. Your prayers were useless, he said. Your faith is foolish, he said. He tried to convince you that nothing would ever change, that you would always be in this challenging situation, and that the breakthrough you had been hoping for would never materialize. He was lying, though. He lies all the time. He is that kind of person. The truth cannot be spoken by him, and everything he said to you in whispers during this season was intended to cause you to give up just before your breakthrough. He was aware of what was about to happen. He observed the produce being prepared. He understood that you would enter a state of blessing that would make you a threat to his dominion if you waited a little while longer. In an attempt to persuade you to give up, he threw everything at you. He gave you a discouraging blow. He attacked you with uncertainty. He used fear to subjugate you. He attempted to overwhelm you with situations that gave the impression that there was no hope. However, you did not give up. You persisted. You didn't leave. You persevered. You continued to have faith. You kept having faith. And because you stood your ground when everything inside of you wanted to give up and refused to give up, because even when you couldn't feel me holding you back, you continued to clasp your hand in mine. Your victory is assured. The enemy's strategy didn't work. His plan didn't work. His onslaught had the opposite effect of what he had hoped for. The pressure made your faith stronger rather than weaker. The challenge brought you closer to me rather than farther away. The struggle did not defeat you. Rather, it made you a better warrior who knows how to stand, fight, and prevail. You are now at a threshold. The season you just went through, with all of its challenges, suffering, strain, and testing, is on one side. I'm launching a fresh season in front of you on the other side. A season that will not resemble what you have just gone through. I'm with you. For you I stand. I'm coordinating everything for your benefit. Additionally, the season you're about to enter will surpass all of your past expectations regarding your life's potential. Now is your moment. Now is your time. This is your time for success, blessings, and breakthroughs, and I am with you on this adventure at every turn. What started out challenging is now a triumph. What began with tears is coming to an end with victory. What started off uncertainly is coming to a confident conclusion. With faith, what began with terror is coming to an end. I swear to you this. I have made a promise with you. I promise you this for the rest of your life. Before my word fails, heaven and earth shall perish. You have won. You are fortunate. You are cherished. You have been selected. It's your call. You've been anointed. And everything I have been preparing for you will soon be visible to you. Amen. Share this message with someone who needs to hear it if it struck a chord with you. To obtain this blessing, type Amen in the comments section. God is dependable enough to finish what He began in your life during this time of breakthrough. Give someone who is going through a tough time hope for success this message. Tell them that God will do for them what He did for you. I pray that you will experience all that God has planned for you. And may everyone who hears your story grow in faith as a result of your testimony.